like when I grow up. Human activities are accelerating climate change, which could have severe effects across Earth. But my dad works at BP, one of the world's top greenhouse gas emitters. Does this mean he doesn't care about my future? Does this mean, by default, that I don't care about the planet? My name is Stephanie, I'm 13 years old, and this is my environmental dilemma. It's always an interesting conversation at home. Dad, can you explain what BP does and what your job is?
We work to produce, oil and gas. We refine it, we distribute it. So I work in procurement and supply chain, which means, buying things.
BP emitted about 374 million tonnes of carbon dioxide equivalent last year from its oil fields to its clients' car exhaust. Do you feel guilty working within the oil industry?
I don't, feel guilty. If I chose to leave, somebody else would, take my job. There's still a demand for oil and gas that brings heat, light and energy. Whether we like it or not, it's still an important part of the vast majority of ours, day-to-day life. What we need to be focused on is how we solve the problem. I have questioned whether I should go and work for a green company. I could work in wind or solar. However, to me that almost feels like walking away from the problem rather than staying to fix it.
When my friends ask what you do, sometimes I don't know if I should tell them you work in the oil industry. How does that make you feel?
It does make me feel sad that that I put you in that position. I understand why your friends or your generation feel like that as well. What these industries is going to need is people like yourself and your friends who actually care about the environment, and want to improve it, to come and work for these companies to ensure that they are improved, and then ultimately we do get to a net zero.
The oil and gas industry provides 75% of energy needs within the UK, as well as 270,000 jobs. But at what cost to the future of young people like me? What role do fossil fuel Zero company by 2050, when I'll be 42 years old. The strategy involves generating energy in more sustainable ways and helping others decarbonise.